Hello and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy, where hopefully we'll have a quick and easy meal ready for you guys tonight. We're making some polenta, which is cornmeal, in a tube. And we are making some polenta pascetti. Now, why I'm calling it polenta pascetti, I was going to call it polenta lasagna, but then it's not really lasagna. You know, I'm not using lasagna noodles. And so, but then I thought polenta pascetti, making a play on the fact that a lot of people mispronounce spaghetti, or some people do. So anyways, I just thought it'd be a cute name. So we're making polenta pascetti tonight. Not literally, but that's what I'm calling it. And what we want to do first, I'm just going to get right in here. I'm going to chop up a bag of mini peppers. Well, not the whole bag, but I'm going to chop up some mini bell peppers. Now, they come in various colors. I always get them at Grocery Outlet. For a bag is $4.99. This bag. And you get quite a few peppers in there. And they're healthy. And they're pretty darn tasty, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up, and I am not going to use an overabundance of them, but this will give the polenta pascetti lots of nice sweet flavor to it. And then after we get these all cut up good and off to the races here, we are going to put them along with some mushrooms. And also, I forgot my onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the skillet, and along with some mushrooms, and I'll have a chopped up onion in there too, and then I'll come back in a minute to show you the rest of what I'm doing. So I'll be back in a second. No matter how prepared I am for a show, I always end up leaving something out. So what we've got going on here in my skillet, I sprayed it down with some fat-free, I cannot believe it's not butter. Oh, this is this Safeway brand. It's called Butterlicious Butter Spray. And since there's no fat in it, I doubt it's butter. It's a product, I guess, called Butterlicious. I don't even know what Butterlicious is, but I guess it'll be good. So, and some non-stick cooking spray, just to make sure that this does not stick. And when you're using a skillet that's non-stick like this, you want to use a plastic utensil. You don't want to ruin your skillet. Okay. You know, no matter how prepared I try to be for these shows, I'm always leaving something out. Now, for tonight's dinner, we're also going to have some corn on the cob that I have to use up that I got at the farmer's market. So I'm going to stick this in my water. It's not boiling, it's on medium, but it's going to be sitting in there for a while, so that's why I have it on medium. And I'm going to throw in some mushrooms right here. And then I'm going to show you, I got a big package of mushrooms. This big package is $1.98. No, $1.99 at Grocery Outlet, and that's a good buy. So I'm just going to put a lot of mushrooms in here because we love mushrooms. I wish there was smell-o-vision. I really do, because the onions, the smell of the oh-so-sweet onion, I put a whole onion in there because they weren't very big. It just smells so heavenly. I love cooking stuff like this because it's healthy and it makes your kitchen smell wonderful. Okay, so we got those going and off to the races. Now, we're going to take a tube of this polenta, and on the other side, I am going to chop up some polenta and put some over on this side. So I'm going to be like, I don't have a cameraman right now, so I'm going to be trying to be like really cool and try to just cut without a board. Because I don't want to just keep on switching counters and switching counters and switching counters. So I'm trying to show off my handy-dandy chef skills here. And it doesn't really matter like what size you cut this into, because, you know, it's all going to be good no matter what. So you just want to cut these up into pieces like this, or sections, or whatever you want to call it. And that will be like the noodle in my pascetti, my polenta pascetti. And then, after that's cooking, and I'm going to spray a little bit more spray because it looks like it's going to stick. And I really don't want it to stick. Maybe I'll turn down the heat a little tiny bit too. Okay, so I'm going to spray all this down a little bit, and then I'm going to put the lid on and let this cook up. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stir this every once in a while and flip the polenta. because you want the polenta cooked nice and brown and caramelized, because that will give your dish more taste, more flavor, and more butter, delicious goodness. Okay, so while that is going and off to the races, I can't find my lid. Uh-oh, I put my lid. Okay, I'll be right back. Just for a second here. Okay, there's my lid. And while that's cooking, I'm just going to put you back over here. Yes, I am moving the camera. Okay, so we're back on station 1. And I am going to show you the next part of this dish right here. Get rid of the onion peels. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mix the meat mixture. First part of having a meat mixture is having meat. Where's my meat? Okay. Here's my meat. I can still get things lost even in a small kitchen. Okay, so what I did was, this is some Jimmy Dean reduced fat sausage. I cooked the heck out of it and drained all the fat and grease. Because even though it's reduced fat, it still had 10 grams of fat. So can you believe what the full fat has? 20. Yes, that's right, 20 per serving. It's a lot of fat. Okay, so, and you guys know we're on a low-fat diet right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do to this mixture is I'm going to add some Prego fresh mushroom, a small jar of that sauce. And when you want to get the rest of the sauce out of the jar, just put a little water in there and do a little shaky, because I don't like to waste things. And then you just pour it in. And it doesn't make your thing too soupy, and it doesn't waste, because I hate to waste things. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want to add a little bit of garlic, and I put that away. I'm stepping away from the camera a lot, I know, but oh well, that's the way it's going to be. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put some chopped garlic. Yes, I do have real garlic too. My husband's not around, so I'm going to put a lot of it in there because I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have fresh garlic, but it's so convenient just to use that stuff. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some cottage cheese to the mixture, and then some of the fresh basil that I had in my garden, that's going to go into the mixture too. No, actually not right now, because with fresh herbs you don't want to cook them too much. Well, I guess it will be okay, because I'm not going to fully cook this, because everything's going to kind of be pre-cooked before I put it in the oven, so I guess it'll be okay to put it in there now. That's a tip for fresh herbs versus dry. If you're cooking something for a long time, dry herbs are okay. If it's just for a short time, you're going to want to not cook it as long. Okay. So now what I'm going to add to that spaghetti sauce mixture is some turkey with cheddar and jalapeno. And these are fully cooked. See, that's what I mean about most of this is already fully cooked. And I thought that this would be good. So I'm just going to put a couple of those patties chopped up in my dish. And this will be the sauce, the quick and easy sauce. And what I'm going to do now, after I get this chopped up, I'm going to go check on my polenta, finish the polenta off, finish the vegetables off, and then come back and show you what I'm going to do next. And I have my oven heated to 350, and it's just going to basically warm everything up because everything's already going to be cooked. So it's going to just form everything together, get all the flavors going, and thicken stuff up a bit. So that's the sauce, and I'll be back to show you the next part in a minute. See you soon. Okay, I'm working with some different camera angles for you guys. While I was talking to you in the previous segment, this got done beautifully. The vegetables are nice and soft and tender, which is what you want. And the polenta, the yummy, yummy polenta. If you guys haven't tried polenta, try it. It's really good. And it got nice and browned, and that's what you want. You want that nice caramelization on there. I'm going to spray this Corningware dish with some non-stick cooking spray. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, excuse me. Pardon me. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take the vegetables, okay? we're going to add those to the sauce mixture that's going to go on top. And you know, the mushrooms just smell divine, and the sauce and everything, like the cottage cheese in it. Oh my gosh, a while back I went through such a cottage cheese kick. I was eating it on everything. I even ate it on pizza. Like everything I had to have cottage cheese on top. Everybody was like, "Are you pregnant?" It's like, no, I just have weird cravings. And I do. I have really weird cravings. And when I get them, it's like they'll last for days on end, sometimes months. The garlic one that I'm on now, it's lasted for months. It'll probably last a year, much to my husband's dismay, because I'm like a garlic breathed vampire or something. Okay. So that goes in there. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to, on the bottom of this corningware dish, we're just going to layer the polenta. And put that in a nice little layer on the bottom. And then I think you guys know what's coming next. After the polenta is plated on here in my dish, and a few mushrooms can come with it that did not get into the sauce, that's okay. It doesn't have to be precise or perfect. You know me. I am not precise or perfect in any way on this show, and it still works out. So, yeah. So there, just, you know, it worked out perfectly because it covered the bottom of the pan very nicely. And I'm just going to get all these little tidbits out of the skillet because you don't want to waste any of that goodness. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this mixture on the top of my polenta, and then I'm going to put it in the 350 degree oven for about 20 minutes. Let the corn catch up with the rest of the meal, and then I will come back with a little bit of a taste test for y'all. So come back and join me, will you? See you in a few. Okay, so my polenta Pascetti is done, and it looks fabulous. I said that in 3 syllables. Okay, so you can always put some Parmesan cheese on top if you like, or some extra sour cream, or whatever you want, but I think it's just going to be good just the way it is. So I'm going to take a taste and see how it is. And I'm not just saying this because I made it, but the fresh basil in there, and just the meat and everything is to die. It's good. So give it a try. Just something really quick and easy that I thought of on the fly. And join me next time for more exciting episodes on Sue's Quick and Easy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, have a good day. Bye.